Hey guys, just a quick update on the bed project. I did get it done in time. Conference went great, and I got a few updates for you on the go-kart, so I just figured I'd give you a quick recap of the bed project, show you guys how it turned out, maybe run through some lessons learned, and show you what to expect for the go-kart. Alright, first off, I think we talked about, I think earlier I mentioned if I was to do it all over again, would have bought something different than the Sam's Club bed frame. You can see there's how I reinforced it. I did improve the deflection on it, and you can see there's the fifth leg down there. I used to sag 1/4 of an inch in the middle when an adult was on it. Went down to 1/8 of an inch. I was happy about that. Tools I wish I had to do this. Table saw, router, because I probably would have done the bed rails that slide in the joint. Belt sander, borrowed that from my little brother. He had a bench top belt sander. That helped out a lot. So glad I had that. Lathe, access to a lathe would have been great. I would have done the tops here that you showed up in my sketch. But I think it turned out alright without them. Shoot, what else? Seems like I need to write these things down. But this is something I plan on doing with all of my projects. Whenever I finally finish the Rat Rod radio flyer, I will do this kind of lessons learned thing. But yeah, one other thing was, so the idea was to distress this thing, make it kind of antique-y looking. So I bought a can of gray spray paint. Yeah, spray paint underneath this thing. And then I was going to paint over it in white. And then kind of sand down some areas just to let that gray show through. Well, I think I learned something different, and that was the paint I bought. It would be just your regular interior latex, but I just bought it, as the non-mixed pigment. I don't think that's really considered white. I think some paints maybe it is, but the stuff I bought was not. So the minute I started trying to brush paint white on this thing, it was not covering at all, hardly. As a result, it was late Wednesday night, I kind of just forged through, and what you see here is probably about at least 5 coats of paint, and I never really covered over that gray. But as a result, I do think I still kind of got the distressed look I want. Kind of looks more like reclaimed barnwood, if you will. Now, you guys feel free to comment. If you disagree, that's fine. That is completely fine. Let me know, because I'll tell you this much. When I was doing it, I kind of was convincing myself that I think that it was not necessarily the look, 100% the look I was going for, but it still qualified for the look I was going for, and I thought it kind of looked cool. My wife came out kind of midstream, saw what I was doing, and she kind of made the same comment, and I was like, okay, are you being serious? Are you? And she was. So I thought maybe that was a kind of good reinforcement, but I think the headboard kind of turned out better with some of that variation on it. I think that's kind of where you can see those watermarks showing through that you saw a couple of videos back. But all in all, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Our guest, the keynote speaker, who, by the way, was a huge hit at our conference. I do have some video of our conference. I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel for our parish, and I'll probably load those up. I don't know how soon. It might be a couple of months before that happens, but he was just a hit, and it was kind of funny. sat there at night, and one of the prayers I said before I went to bed was that this thing would at least hold up through the night, and it did. So that was great. But our parish is just in love with the keynote speaker. His name, if you're curious, if you want to do some Googling, look him up. His name's Father Jim Golka of North Platte, Nebraska, St. Patrick's Parish. I'll let you guys kind of do the discovery work there. But lastly, showed up in the mail today. It's this little package. It looks pretty innocent, right? Oh, there we go. But what's in it is a huge final component for the Rat Rod Radio Flyer, and this is throttle cable linkage. So we got all sorts of things: return springs, little kind of levers. Anyway, it's I'm pretty stoked. It's really kind of the final stretch. Still got to finish the brakes. I'm gonna do the brakes first before we can go. We got to be able to stop. But hey, till next time, peace out.